Well, welcome everybody, and thank you for being with us today. We've got Tom, the Albatross,
That's the one.
Stoltman, and then Luke, I don't know your super special
The
name.
Highland Oak.
The
The Highland Oak.
The Highland Oak.
Highland Oak.
Stoltman. Brothers. Older brother, younger brother, two-time world's strongest man, winner, woo, back to regain and reclaim his title. Here comes Ollie. You want to come over, Ollie? Come on over.
Oh, he's hiding.
So, we are super thrilled to have you guys with us, and then back to compete this year. And do you know how many people are in the field this year?
30 people. 30. There's 30 people in the field, so it's a big one.
It
From
is.
all over the world. So
Isn't it like that always, though? Or is this the only World's Strongest Man competition?
this is only World Strongest Man competition. This is the most athletes in a competition. Usually 10, 11, but 30 is, there's a lot, and it's all over the world as well, from Scotland all the way to Australia. So
Wow, that's kind of crazy. Is there anybody that like you're following, like you would consider like your main competition?
my main competition is Tom Stoltman.
Right.
It's myself. Yeah.
Get
I
out
don't
of
follow anyone. I don't listen to anyone. I've been off social media. It's just in my own lane this year, and I know what I have to do to win. So I'm here to take the title back home. So 100%.
Fist bump.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're really gonna do it. Here we go.
Oh,
We got
no.
that. Yes. Okay. Okay. So,
Live TV for you.
how have your preparations been for coming back to get your title back?
My preparation's been, I think, possibly the best it's been in a long, long time. Obviously, winning it 2 years ago, back to back, losing the title last year, kind of bit hungry. Last year I didn't prep as good as I could, but this year I've, took on a sports psychologist, got fitter, got stronger, and just went off social media, like not posting anything on social media, not caring what anyone else does, because I know when I'm 100%, nobody beats me. So I'm just going into this competition 100%. Laser focused, know exactly what I've got. I've got a plan in my head already what I'm doing before I go out there. And having autism, having the superpower, and having a plan is the dangerous. So it's going to be good. So.
It's a wicked combination,
Yeah, exactly.
I guess. Now, did you feel, because when you come to I guess each competition, you feel fit and ready, and so you left and you're like, I'm better than ever, and it must be kind of remarkable that you can actually get better.
I mean, yeah, you can get better every single year. Even if you win it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, you're always improving, because athletes are always improving. Like Luke won Europe's Strongest Man 2 weeks ago, and he's got stronger than he has been as well. So he's getting stronger. I have to get stronger, and that's it. Last year I wasn't the strongest, and I kind of didn't respect the athletes. But this year, like I said, I'm going in 100%, and it's who's going to be chasing me, because I'm confident. And when I'm confident, when I've got a plan, when my head's in it, that I know that I can take this title back home.
So are you like, I know golfers, I've heard about this, I don't know a ton, but they have their own sports psychologists that kind of travel with them. Do you have someone packed away in a suitcase, or kind of help you while you're here?
No, the sports psychologist did its job. We don't need him out here for doing it. I think myself and Luke started talking to him eight weeks ago or so, and he's done his job before he came out here, and we put it into practice training. That's why you train. That's why you have these sports psychologists. That's why you have all these teams. You do the work there. When you come out to the World's Strongest Man, you've done it on. You might have just been an extra distraction to have. So yeah, he's there back at home. He knows that myself and Luke are 100% involved in what he did. We've done this breathing stuff that we've never done before, and it's really got in tune with our brain, and really got in tune with my body, and understand my breathing, understand my body better than I ever have before, and that's because of him. And yeah, he's done his job, so he'll be waiting for a phone call next weekend when I win it. So.
Well, anything you want to add, brother?
Yeah, I think just echoing what Tom says. He's looking fantastic, and it's nice to see that not everyone has to put out on social media. Social media is great to use, but Tom's using it for him. So by not showing it, people don't know how strong Tom is. I have the privilege of training with Tom a lot of the time, most days, and getting to see him train that much harder. And as Tom says, when he has that plan, when he has that laser focus, Tom's the best strongman on the planet, and I'm really excited to see what happens. And yeah, I'm excited to get on the podium with Tom. That's my plan, and
Yay.
take the title back to Bonnie, Scotland, because where it's been last year, it wasn't that pretty looking. So I think it's missing home, the title of World's Strongest Man. So I'm sure it'll come back to the Stoltman household very soon.
Yay. That's awesome. So, do you have any unusual or quirky skills that most people don't know about, but you're quite proud of?
Oh, where do we start?
Jeez, they'll probably have a whole list, but do I have any unusual skills or quirky? I don't really know. Probably just.
Well, the new breathing thing, right? Do you want to do a little breathing?
Yeah, the new breathing thing. It's still it's powerful to myself, but it might not be powerful to everyone else. But like I said, I think being connected with your body and the breathing is an unbelievable thing. People can just breathe, but you're not connected with it, and that's what I kind of learned in the last 8 to 10 weeks. Is you can control yourself in any situation you're in. So I can control myself to really get my heart rate down, to then 20 minutes later get my heart rate back up, and in situations that get stressful, I now know how to breathe to help myself just control everything. And that's what I've done here when I've been traveling. If things are getting too kind of stimulated or getting too kind of stressed out and stuff, I'll start the breathing, because I've never done that before. When I'm traveling, I'm all over the place. That's probably my worst when I am. But having that breathing's really helped, and just doing it every single day has kind of helped me get a better quality of life. But there's nothing really quirky. Me just being me is quirky. I probably learn new things every day about myself. I think Luke learns new things about me every single day as well. So it's a good life to have.
So I just find it interesting that it's really been a relatively short period of time you're learning these new skills, and like the mind-body kind of connection and breathing. And I would, think that this tool, like you said, it's beyond competing. It helps you in your everyday life. Yeah. And so if you're talking to our people, our families, and people with autism, is there a resource or somewhere, or you would just say, I highly suggest this? It might sound kind of funny, a little quirky, but it works.
Yeah, 100%. I think, I went in to do this sports psychologist for Strongman, but then I've taken it into every single day life, and yeah, it's paid off. He is called a sports psychologist, but I think you can, get some sort of psychologist, and they can teach you breathing. Because I spoke to other psychologists, and they teach you about breathing, but it's just do 10 breaths or do this, but they don't actually kind of explain it all to you and get everything balanced out. It's like you have to start breathing by having a rhythm when you breathe, and then you have to calm down, and then you have to visualize what you're doing and all that kind of stuff. As people know of autism, visualization is a massive thing, and also the breathing just kind of keeps you relaxed and everything. And like I said, I've used it in the gym, but I'm using it in day-to-day life, and it's something that I've never used in day-to-day life. And yeah, it's paid off. I think when I know something works, I'm 100% for it. And the 2 sessions in, it changed my life in the gym, and it changed my life outside the gym. And I was like, this is for me. It's free, it's easy, and you're basically controlling it yourself. Like, your breath is one of your most powerful tools now. So.
And who knew?
Exactly.
Right? You thought it was your arms.
Exactly. Exactly. And I never.
And your legs.
I never ever thought, breath work like this. I've done a bit of it, but I've never been so invested in it. And 8 weeks ain't a long time, so if you can invest in it for 8 weeks, it's basically free once you get into it, and it's in there for the rest of your life. You never lose it. It's like riding a bike. When you learn to ride a bike, you'll be able to do that for the rest of your life. So.
That's true. And do you feel the same benefits of the
Yeah,
breath work?
100%. Yeah, I think just what Tom says. It's sometimes all of us, whether we've got autism or anything else, we all get a little bit overstimulated sometimes. If there's stress, if there's anxiety that's creeping into our lives, and I'm guilty of that as well. And being able to control the one thing that we need to be alive, we need to breathe to be able to be alive, and being able to just focus on your breath just allows your mind to be a lot more free and a lot more settled, and that just takes away that overstimulant. It's not so, you're not so erratic. If you can just control that, just some big deep breaths, and it's amazing how quickly things will turn around. So 10 minutes just really doing that and focusing on your breath, and then along with that the visualization. So what you want to visualise for that day, what positive things you want to visualise. You know, it doesn't have to be winning World's Strongest Man, lifting the heaviest deadlift in the world, although that's what we're trying to do. It can be...
Wake up and change the nappies.
Exactly, yeah. So how are you going to be the best version of yourself that day? And you know, that's what it's got to start off. You've got to be able to do that daily. And I truly believe that that's, you know, that's an additional tool that we've got from the sports psychologists that we speak to. And it's all out there. You know, you go onto YouTube, Google breath work, how to control your breath, and it's very much there. And I think I wanted to say, you know, one of Tom's quirky things that he's got about him is that when he comes into a room, like, people look up to Tom, not just in his physical stature, but in his way, his nature, and his compassion to people. And that's something that I don't think many people at 6'8", 190 kilos would have in the world, you know. So we have people coming into the shop we have back home, and with them seeing Tom, their lives are changed, and that's a really powerful thing. And I think that is just, as an older brother, you know, seeing that on a daily basis is pretty cool. So it's nice.
So now you said a shop.
Yeah.
Is it like, when I think of shop, I think of like a storefront, but when you say shop, is it like where you work out, or your gym, or like what's your shop?
Yeah, so it's where we sell we've got our
Okay,
clothing.
so you actually
Yes,
have a
yes,
shop.
sorry, yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And you also have, is this new, your shop?
We had a couple of years now, 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So our other brother, we've got a younger brother, Harry. So he works with the company now. So he deals with all the clothing, the kind of merchandise, online orders, and it is something that we're really proud of, you know, because we weren't very gifted in school when we were younger, and you know, we didn't really know how things were going to turn out. And now, you know, we've got a business, a family business. Tom's smashing it. Tom's a director of the company, which is amazing. And you know, all these little things is stuff I think that we've learned through the gym and been able to, you know, train, and even talking. You know, like this type of talking, you know, you learn it in gym and everyday life. So it's taught us a lot of practical skills, and you know, to see Tom do this type of thing, you know, our family and myself included, and friends and family are so proud of what he's done and what he's achieved. And you know, to do what he's done in strongman, 2 times World's Strongest Man, people often overlook the fact that Tom has autism and start to play mind games and do all this stuff, but Tom's mind is that concrete and that strong now that he doesn't let anyone creep in. And for me as well, as an older brother, I'm there to kind of back him all the way, and you know, if anyone's trying to do that, then you know, I'll stand by him, and just that's a joy of family, I think. And,
Oh yeah,
yes.
for sure. So you're CEO?
CEO.
You go. And what's your role now?
We're
Tom's
both-
brother.
we're both-
my
Okay,
brother.
got you. And the younger brother, is it just the 3 of you?
3 brothers, 2 sisters.
Okay. And the younger brother, is he like Mr. Strongman
he's
too?
a big
just,
guy.
he doesn't
He's
compete?
getting into it.
Oh, how old is he?
He's 27.
Hi, Ollie. How are you?
Hello.
You want to say hi to Tom?
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
This is his brother Luke.
Hi. Can I get a fist bump? Boom.
Nice.
Boom, boom. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, good job,
Good
man.
job. Way to go. Way to go,
Cute.
Ollie.
That's cute.
It's so good to see you. When are you guys leaving? Hopefully not. Okay. Ollie, you're going to hang out for a little bit, bud?
He was here last
You're gonna go home?
year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must have remembered, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Suppose
cool.
you can't forget.
Yeah.
So,
He's so awesome.
oh, it's cool.
Okay, so beyond just winning titles, what kind of legacy do you hope to leave in the strongman community and for those on the autism spectrum?
Yeah, I mean, I think my biggest kind of legacy for people on the autism spectrum is just to use my profile to get my story out there, because I think my story is powerful. I think, you know, it's like with mental health and stuff. I think it should be talked about. You know, as soon as I opened out about autism, it was like a weight that lifted off my shoulders, and I'm trying to get that, you know, story around, because, like I say, we're not different. You know, I've achieved things in my life that I never ever thought I could achieve, and yeah, just do as much as I can to help push autism in a positive way, change it to that superpower, and it's not a label. And you know, telling kids, older people, that they're not different. It's just, you know, we can be as great, or we can be greater than someone without autism. And then in the strawman, I think, you know, I just want to be the greatest. I think this sport's very, very brutal, and I didn't just want to come in here to win one title. There's no point in me putting my body through kind of hell for that, and it's to kind of just be remembered. If I remembered by titles, but if I die, I want to be remembered to be like, oh, he's the guy that changed my life. And yeah, you can die with titles, you can die being the greatest in the world at strongman, but you can die by putting a positive example in someone else's life. That'll do me as well. So yeah, I'm trying to just change the life for better, change the life of kids, change the life of adults for the better as well. So.
Can I ask a question? Because I have my own connection to autism with my son. And was it hard for you when you said when you finally embraced autism, or I guess like shared? Was that hard?
Yeah, I mean, it was very hard because I kind of opened up when I was in kind of the bigger school. The school I was in before was 20, 30 people, but moving up into that was at 13, 14 years old. I couldn't sleep over at my friend's house. I couldn't go on a train 5 minutes away. They were asking me why are you getting extra support in school? Why you're not staying over at our house? Why is your mum and dad picking you up early? Why are you doing all these things? And when you start getting questioned by your friends saying why, and they start seeing you leave school early, you're like, they just think, oh, he's getting extra help. He's cheating in his tests, etc., etc. But yeah, so it was really hard. But I just said, I went into school one day and said, look, I need to tell them if they like me, they'll stay. They'll be my friends. If they don't, then they can go. And I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing this for getting friends and stuff. I opened up, and then they all stuck by me, and then they understood me, and then they kind of were the support people. They helped me get through school. They helped me get through life, and that's what friends are for as well. Not families before that, but if you have good friends, they'll help you in life as well. And they understood every single thing. Now they helped me when I was staying over at theirs. They would help me with everything. So yeah, it was very hard at first, but I did it for myself, no one else. So.
That was very brave.
Yeah.
Very brave. Thank you for sharing that with me. Clara, do you have any questions before I read more? Do you want to read the next question?
Have you got any more jokes?
No, that's fine. Okay. Are there any specific gadgets or apps you rely on?
Gadgets or apps. Any specific gadgets or apps? Not that I rely on, but
You like when you're travelling, Tom likes using the
Apple AirTags.
The Apple AirTags.
So, for tracking.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I've got a track record of losing suitcases, and I'm very, very. That's one of my. I think with autism stuff, I double check, triple check. So when I'm traveling, I maybe 8, 9, 10 times before I go on a flight, I'll check to make sure my suitcase is there. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm probably obsessed with. But
and that's helped you ease the stress of the whole thing. You're like, okay.
Even something when I'm on the plane, photos say like 0.10 miles away, and I'm like, crap, I need to keep uploading it. And then when it's
right beneath
when it's behind me, it's fine. Yeah. But that's one thing I'm obsessed with. Other apps like Instagram, Facebook, Xboxes, game consoles, I can't get obsessed with that. It's just they're there if I need to use them. But I kind of use Xbox or game consoles at night to kind of maybe chill out away from the world for a while, because it is quite good something just to take yourself away from the world and play some video games and relive the kind of younger years. But yeah, Apple AirTags are my guilty pleasure.
Did she know something about Apple AirTags?
Well, you were going to tell us a joke, weren't you?
Go ahead. You got to speak up, though.
I hope it's not too. I hope I understand it.
What do cats wear for pajamas?
What do cats wear for pajamas?
What do they wear?
Pajamas. Oh, well done.
Good job.
That was a good joke.
You did good.
That was a good one.
You've got loads of jokes. So at the 50th joke you've told me.
So besides the breathing, which you share with us, is there a skill or practice from another discipline, like music or art, that you found surprisingly beneficial to your training or mental focus? Maybe prior to the breathing.
Mental focus. Music, art. I mean, mental focus, I think for myself it's maybe just going and having fun. I mean, I'm a massive kind of football or soccer, what they call it, and I think that's helped me keep mentally focused and stuff, because like you said, music, finding other hobbies, and my whole life I've loved to watch football, watch soccer, whatever you want to call it, and that's one thing. If that gets taken away from me, I think my life would get turned upside down as well. So I travel to football games with my wife, and that's something that I just keep mentally focused. You know, I can Monday to Friday I'm in the gym doing my job. Saturday, Sunday, I go there and it's kind of just a reset. It's like I go watch my team and just have fun. You know, being like a big kid, it's like, you know, you're just in a stadium celebrating, doing and then that kind of gets me mentally reset for then the following week as well. So that's a big part of my life, and that's what I've been doing since I've been 18, 19, 20, every single week.
Who's your team?
Glasgow Rangers.
Go, shout out. Give a shout out.
Glasgow Rangers.
There we go.
Follow them.
Okay. How about you, Luke?
My football team are
Both.
for me, yeah, 100%. Cold water, going swimming in the sea is my my thing that allows me to be okay mentally.
And how often is that?
I try and do it every day when I'm home. Yeah,
And and the water's
it's cold.
way
Yeah,
up
yeah, it's pretty cold. Yeah, so we're
it's
about.
good for your muscles, though, right?
Yeah,
That
it's
cold
good.
therapy?
So Tom,
Ventilation.
yeah, I mean the hot and cold contrast. Tom and I, we do that in the evening time, so that really helps with inflammation and stuff. But from a mental like reset, we were out swimming this morning actually in the sea here. It's not quite as cold as Scotland, but getting to see a sunrise, getting to see like be out with Mother Nature, like be grounding yourself in the sand and the beach, and I really believe that is where we're missing a big trick, and not being so immersed in nature at the moment. Because I mean, if we look at the world today, it's like a concrete jungle. We're in four walls, and to me, that's not what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be outside and in nature, give thanks to the sunrise, look at the stars at night. You know, so for me, that is a huge part of my day. If I don't do that, my head gets very muddy and noisy, and that noise gets louder and louder. So when I'm in the water, it's just complete bliss and peacefulness, and seeing a sunrise. The sunrise this morning was absolutely incredible here, and yeah, I mean, being thankful for the sun that comes up and gives us energy, gives us heat, allows us to grow and to be here is something that we might take for granted a little bit too much, I think. And you know, when we take things like that for granted, things get a little bit messy, I think. So yeah, for me, it's being out in nature and. Yeah.
You're close to the sea, then?
Yeah, we live in a coastal town. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, so that's handy.
So do I love it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's nothing quite like it.
It's lovely. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Has there been an unexpected source of inspiration or motivation in your life, perhaps something or someone not directly related to your sport?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the biggest inspiration in my life, our mum, she passed away in 2016, and you know, growing up with autism and stuff, she's the one that I went to every single day of my life. She's told everything to, and just supported me. Obviously, that's what mums do, and I had a really close relationship with her. So to obviously lose her, it was kind of like what do I do now? You know, kind of was going backwards instead of forwards. But then you kind of just have to flip it on the side. That's why I've got tattoos on my arms to represent her. She's always living with us. We have sunflowers all around our house. You know, I just kind of, her spirit's still with us. So everywhere we go, she's keeping us safe. And yeah, my mum, even if when she's not here today, is my biggest inspiration by 100%. So.
Yeah, just to echo what Tom said. Yeah, mum was the mum. I think that's why I go to the beach in the morning to see mum, to be connected with her. You know, doesn't mean she's not here. You know, spiritually and emotionally and mentally. So she still kind of helps us make decisions. You know, based on her life. You know, and we've got to do that. And I recently just had a baby boy, my son Koa. He's now 3 months, and the energy and the power that he's given me, you know, I'm 40 this year, but I feel like I'm about 18 at the moment. I'm just getting to see like life through his eyes, and I can just imagine, you know, like that's the beauty of kids as well. Whenever they see something amazing, it's like everything's just brighter now. So like that's like, as adults we kind of lose that. Things get a little bit duller and a little bit kind of, you know, not as bright. And now that Ko is here, I get to see everything that he sees for the first time again. It's so amazing. It's like,
wait till they're 18 and 20.
Yeah.
Like my boys now are 18 and 20, or I guess soon to be 19 and 21, and it is amazing just to see them. Like, you know, I'm sure your dad's really proud of you and your family and everything. Like, they are really, really amazing, interesting human beings, and I'm just, you know, they're just amazing. So I'm really thrilled for you.
Thank you.
You know, baby Koa, and the life that y'all are going to lead, because like you were saying, you're You've created this life, and you are free to create and be the people and men and businessmen and husbands and fathers that you want to be. So kudos to you. Does anybody have questions? Miss Kathy.
I was here last year with my husband, John, and I hope he's okay with me saying this, but we just found out like 2.5 years ago that he's on the spectrum also. He did not know that he was growing up, what was going on. My biggest question to you is, I'm a strong believer in yoga and meditation, and I wanted to know if either one of you guys ever tried. It helps slow my mind down. He's not a big fan of it because he doesn't like his mind to slow down. He enjoys that chatter, so it frightens him when he has to be by himself with his own thoughts.
Right. Wow.
So I was wondering if either one of you ever tried meditate. I mean, it requires you to breathe. It requires you to close your eyes and just be still. Yoga's kind of the same thing. It's a connection. So I just wondered, you know, if either one of you ever had that in your life. Did it work?
We did something with Wim Hof. I don't know if you know heard of Wim Hof before. He's the Iceman kind of, and he's does all the Wim Hof breathing meditation kind of method. So we went out to him, and I was a bit skeptical with it as well because kind of breathing and closing eyes was a bit scary for me. But yeah, we did this with him. You know, we lay down. He was telling us to control our breath. We had our eyes closed. He had the drums in the background, and we kind of I just kind of woke up 10 minutes later. Didn't even realize what I was doing, and it was one of the craziest but most powerful things I've ever done in my life. And as again, you're kind of controlling things that you just. I thought my legs had fallen off my body, and I was so relaxed. And yeah, it's scary, but it felt like it was like a big reset as well. Like your emotions come out, everything just comes out afterwards. And yeah, it was good because holding all that kind of stuff in can be bad, and he just let it all out, and it was amazing. We were doing it with other people as well who were crying, laughing. It was just amazing to see all these emotions just drop straight out. So.
Okay, so what you're saying is a good thing.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it was very good.
John's like,
I want him to hear this because
okay, fine.
coming from his mind is like,
But I think there's
from you, I think it's meaningful.
But there's different types of meditation, right? It's not just your like folk. You can do that as well, but I do every Thursday night I go to a yurt and we chant. We do like mantras, so we chant, and that's like a form of meditation. But I know what you mean with the head when it's noisy. You're almost like you're. That's when you're most active because you can get things done. And it's like, sometimes I worry that when I go there, I have 2 hours where I don't worry about anything, but I'm worrying about not worrying about anything, if that makes sense.
You're gonna lose it.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose the motivation, or.
But then if you can like immerse yourself into that, it's the vibrations that really resonate with me. So the guys do like drumming. They do like bum 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 bum, and it takes you to like a different place. So like this mantras that we're chanting. My wife's family are Hare Krishnas, so it's like Hare Krishna. It's like a religious thing, but that's not my belief. But the meaning behind the chanting, the power, the love that goes into it, you go into this meditative state, and it's just is bliss. It is really fantastic, and it's the same in the water in the morning when I see a sunrise, because again, we don't want to take it for granted that the sun will always come up, because maybe one day. I don't know, I don't want to get too depressed, but but we want to be thankful for it. So even just taking that little moment, for that sun to rise and just like chanting something, I chant like Om, because like again, some beliefs that vibrations from chanting Om was the creator. That's what created life. So like, there's all different things. There's all different types of meditation out there. Yoga. I've tried before, but I can't get into the poses because of my flexibility. But I think after strongman, for sure, yeah, I think that is something that I would really, and again, just try something, try it. I would 100% say that as we're maybe a bit opposed to trying things sometimes, that maybe, like, I went to go to a yurt with a fire on and other guys I don't know and doing all this weird drumming. And initially I was like, oh, this is strange. It's not normal. But now I'm like, oh.
How
Like,
long have you been doing that?
probably about 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So it was kind of freaky at first.
yeah.
And so, what convinced you to go? Was it that you're, like the squeaky wheel, like your wife was like, you gotta go, or like did
I did I did a retreat, another form of a retreat in Scotland. So more of like an Amazonial retreat that you can do with breath work and different things, plant medicines and stuff. And then I spoke to my wife's dad. He said, "Oh, why didn't you come on?" It was just a coincidence. They had a thing on that. This was Saturday. I got home Saturday, and then on Sunday they had a thing on Sunday in the yurt. She said, "Why don't you come and try it?" I was like, "Don't know." Okay, whatever. So I went there, and I was sweating and nervous and anxious, and I thought, but I got something from it, and for me, like, that's really transformed me and opened a lot of stuff up in my head.
So guess what? We have a drummer circle.
Oh wow! Oh really? Oh wow! Oh,
John's like, okay.
oh, please do. The drumming, see the vibrations.
Yeah, the drumming's
I've done like shaman to the upper world and then to the lower and the journeys and yeah, so I would highly recommend it. It's yeah.
Well, on that note, we want to thank the Stoltman brothers and wish you the greatest of luck.
Thank you.
And just reclaiming your title and being up there and on the podium, and we can't wait to see you compete. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No, just thank you for having us here, and
Thank you.
yeah, it's so good that I'm able to do this all the time, and yeah, I love doing it, and if use autism as your superpower, like my message to everyone, and you can be great. So yeah, thank you guys, and hopefully I take the title home this year as well. So.
Easy, Big Tommy. Hey, on Tommy Line.